Donald J. Trump.
Well, thank you very much. What a great honor. These events are going on all over the city. We're having a lot of fun tonight, and I want to tell you what a day it's been. Our First Lady has been working very, very hard. Very, very hard. But I just want to thank you on behalf of Melania and myself and the family and really millions and millions of people all over the world. The job you've done is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Because this is our military, this is our law enforcement, this is our first responders. You're amazing people. You're amazing people. And I like you for a lot of reasons. Also, I like the fact that you all voted for me. Right? You all voted for me. That's right. I just met your Joint Chiefs of Staff. And they are incredible. And I'll tell you what, they know what to do, and they know what to do, and they know what to do fast. And we're going to see what happens, but we have a great country, and we want to do what's appropriate. We've been pushed around by a lot of different people. Lots of bad things are happening. But I think you're going to see a big improvement, really. And I just want to tell you that General Mattis was just approved by the Senate. First one. General Kelly was just approved by the Senate. And isn't it something? Two generals are the first ones. With all the people and all the politicians, the generals get approved first. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Maybe that's the way. Now, we have some folks right now in Afghanistan, right? And I think they hear me. There's about a 6-second delay, but I think they hear me. Do you guys hear me? I think, maybe. Let's see how good we're doing. Yeah, they hear me. They hear me. They hear me. How is it over there? How's it going? Good. Go ahead. What question do you have? Don't be like these people. Don't be too tough on me. Go ahead.
Hi, sir. I'm Specialist Tia Newsom of 1st Cavalry Division, United States Army. On behalf of everybody here in Afghanistan, I would just like to say congratulations to your new position.
Thank you very much. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice. Thank you. We couldn't hear it too clearly, but I believe she just congratulated us, not me, us on this victory. And I want to thank you. Go.
On behalf of Bagram Air Base, I believe she just congratulated.
Go ahead.
On behalf of Bagram Air Base, we'd like to congratulate you on being elected as the new President of the United States.
Thank you very much. So nice. Thank you. Thank you. By the way, I have to tell you, it's a 10-second delay, but I like them much better than I like the media, right? These are much finer people, nicer people. That's great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Go ahead. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. My name is Sergeant First Class Philip Cabell. I'm with the Illinois Army National Guard out of Chicago. Just want to say thank you for taking time to speak with us today. And congratulations on becoming the President of the United States, sir.
Good. Thank you very much. That's really, really nice. Thank you. I will tell you, I'm with you all the way. You have somebody that's going to be right alongside of you. We're going to do it together. We're going to do it together. And honestly, not only the support you've given me, the courage that you show is incredible. And it's going to be appreciated. It's appreciated now, but it's going to be appreciated more than ever before. You're going to see. Okay, thank you very much. Go ahead. Go ahead. Take one more. I love these 10-second delays, right? Gives you plenty of time to think about an answer. Such nice questions, though. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. President. I'm Gunnery Sergeant Robert Gallup with the Georgian Liaison Team, advising and assisting our coalition partners here in Afghanistan. On behalf of all the Marines here in Afghanistan, we'd just like to say congratulations and good luck to you with your term.
Thank you very much. Really nice. Thank you. And we're going to have some people going over and seeing you soon, and you're doing an amazing job over there. How about taking one more? Go ahead. Take one more. Go ahead. I think he hears, right? Got it? You want to do one more? So far, I love these questions because everyone is congratulating. I want to congratulate you. These are the nicest questions. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. With the United States Army, I'm a 25 Sierra satellite communications operator maintainer. And I'd like to congratulate you on your inauguration, sir.
You are the nicest people. But they're only nice right now to me. They're probably, definitely not so nice in other ways. I want to thank you all. You are amazing people. We're with you 1,000%. And you're doing just an incredible job. So thank you all very much. We will see you and keep fighting. We're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to win. Keep fighting. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. So, why can't all people be like that? 6 questions and 6 congratulations, right? So, this is very special. So we've done 2 of these, and we had big crowds, big, 10,000, 12,000, and I guess there's 2 more that I'm supposed to go to. You know, at some point I'm going to say, well, first of all, did you hear the speech today? And actually, even the media said the crowd was massive. So finally, you know, that was all the way back down to the Washington Monument. That was it. And that was what was supposed to be rain, turned out not to be rain. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So let me just say this. You are special people. You are great, great people. I have your back. We are going to do great things for our country. You know, the journey started 18 months ago, and people said, we don't have a big chance. We went to #1 about, would you say 2 weeks or 3 weeks into the polls. We went to #1 in the primaries, and then we just stayed there, and we did well. And it wasn't so much me. It was me. I did a good job as a messenger, but I'm your messenger. Just remember that. I'm your messenger. I'm your messenger. But it all began with a theme, and the theme is Make America Great Again. And I've gotten to know the people of our country so well. I've been all over. And we had tremendous victories. And I will tell you, we have the greatest people on earth. And we're not only going to make America great again, we're going to make America greater than ever before. So I want to thank all of you. You're very, very special people, honey. Thank you. Say something.
Thank you all for your service. I'm honored to be our First Lady. We will fight, we will win, and we will make America great again. Thank you.
But I know how I think of you every step of the way, and will always love you. We'll always love you. Bittersweet memory. That is all where I'm taking with me. Somebody and dreams don't. We both know I'm not what you need. And we love you. We always love you. I hope that life treats you kindly, and I hope that you have all you dreamed of, and I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you the
Very nice moment there at the Salute to Armed Services ball that's happening at the National Museum building here in Washington, D.C. A very nice scene over there, especially with the first family dancing with members of the military and also the second family as well as we watch the celebration continue here. It looks like there's going to be a cake cutting ceremony, so it's a very festive scene. I should tell you, after speaking with members of the military via satellite, the president and the vice president and members of the family dance with certain members of the military. The president danced with Navy Petty Officer Second Class Catherine Cartmel. He danced with Mrs. Trump. Also danced with Army Staff Sergeant Jose Medina as they cut into the cake here. And Vice President Pence danced with the Air Force Master Sergeant Tiffany Bradbury. And Mrs. Pence danced with Marine Sergeant Annabelle Rodriguez as the first family and the second family, the members of the military, leave the stage there at the Armed Services Ball. So a very, very touching moments happening there. I want to get with some folks who are in the room. I was just there with them, CNN's Dana Bash at the Salute to Our Armed Forces Ball with Aaron Burnett as well. And Kate Betts is there. She's the author of Everyday Icon, Michelle Obama, and the Power of Style. Aaron, a big, big day followed by a big night for the new president and the first lady at the inaugural balls and the entire families, the first family, the second families, all of them. He must be feeling tremendous tonight. What was it like being in that room?
I mean, and you were here, Don, as everyone was gathering, I know, before you went over across town to where you are. But, Dan and I were just saying there is this moment, and I felt it with Barack Obama 4 years ago when he came to a ball. You felt it with Donald Trump tonight. Just the air changes. That's how Dana put it. When he walked out, and it was like that. He came out with Melania. He spoke. Some references to the media, which were slightly better natured than at the prior one. Someone came over to Dana and I and said, "Don't worry, we got your back."
Yeah,
but
there was
Melania,
a lot of love in this room for the media, I have to say. They were defending.
Melania
us.
Coming up to the podium and speaking, got a big cheer here, and then just everyone, of course, watching them dance, and it was very lovely to see them dance. I have to say,
it really was.
Dancing.
And I'm not sure if they caught it on camera, Don, but the stars of the dance here were Karen Pence and can you the name of the servicemen who danced with Karen Pence?
Mrs. Pence danced with Marine Sergeant Annabelle Rodriguez. Marine Sergeant Annabelle Rodriguez.
Annabelle Rodriguez has some serious courage, not just in the battlefield.
Oh, he was twirling her.
But on the dance floor.
Yes.
Excuse me, he was twirling her around to the point where the vice president looked at him like, dude, really? It was kind of amazing.
Well, it's funny because we were here watching the entire panel and we were saying that these young service members were doing a better job dancing with the spouses than the actual spouses did.
Yes.
That's true.
No, that's
it's true. And when you actually see, I know we've all been talking about the outfits all night, but when they all came out, it was beautifully choreographed.
Yes.
I mean, the dresses, they all complemented each other. You've been using the word tableau.
Yes.
I'm not even saying it right, but you're the
Yes,
fashion
you
expert.
are.
But it was beautifully done.
It was beautifully done, and it's interesting because I kept looking at Ivanka's dress tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's right there behind us on the stage, and I kept thinking it was very glittery and gold, a recurring theme this evening. And I can't help but say this, that was the First Lady dress in my mind, because it was very shiny and beautiful and almost ethereal and romantic.
Yeah, it was. It was.
You think Melania would have been better off in that
It's not her
dress like that?
style,
It's not,
but and she looks beautiful in this white dress, which is very sleek and simple and beautifully made, as we said earlier. But it's also quite sleek and sophisticated and perhaps not as romantic.
Very romantic. Look, for people who are interested in such things, up close, as close as we, not that far
30
away.
feet away, Don. 30 feet away, yeah.
Ivanka's dress, I mean, I don't think that the cameras can do it justice. It is absolutely spectacular.
Yes.
Just gorgeous. The sparkles, the design, the way that it...
that is the right word. Spectacular.
Absolutely
that is the word.
spectacular. I mean, I almost was thinking, and I mean this with respect, kind of the perfect, almost Disney princess, like the Disney character where you have the perfect the perfect dress, and I mean, it was really, really remarkable. And they all look stunning, the Pences and the Trumps, but that was a very special dress.
Yes. And I will say, Don, you know, when you said what it would like to be in this room, I think the fact that it was so intimate.
Yeah.
You know, as I said, about 30 feet from where we are, and all of the people watching, all of the people that he was here to see were between us, us and Donald Trump. It was very close and very intimate.
Dana, where you may have picked up the giggling because Senator Rick Santorum is here, and he said he didn't think you were capable of doing all of this fashion analysis. He thought you were you just stood there on the Hill and talked about Congress
Santorum has been very
politics.
obsessed with this ball. Oh, he doesn't know how much reporting I did on his sweater vests. Oh, yeah.
Lots of
You know I was
discussion there.
reporting on your education and immigration policy, Senator. That's it.
Well, thank you guys.
I won't tell people
Well,
what you said about, anyway, you know your fashion, Senator. We'll just leave it there. We have our little secret.
We're going to get to all of that. Listen, the dresses were beautiful. There were people, the sense in this room was that everything was gorgeous, but they liked Ivanka, but they thought of maybe it could have been a little bit sleeker and chicer and not so princessy. Not that it wasn't beautiful, but we're used to seeing her being a stunning sort of sleek, and we'll talk about that.
Beauty of fashion. Everybody can have an opinion.
All right. So we're going to thank you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Here to discuss now all of this is David Gergen, Nia Malika Henderson, David Axelrod, Emily Jane Fox, Mark Preston, Kirsten Powers, Rick Santorum, and Kevin Madden. We're going to talk about the day, but let's talk about what just happened with the service members, David Axelrod.
Yes.
What did you think of that?
Well, first of all, let me just say, when you talk about the military, one of the things that's so moving to me about this day is that at the stroke of noon and when that oath is taken, Hail to the Chief is played for the man who takes that oath or the woman who takes that oath. Someday that may be the case. But the guy who took the oath today, and power transfers not by fiat, not by coup, but by a vote of the people. And that is a moving right. And we should all take pride in that. And the president has every right to be exultant because this is his day too. I was disappointed about what I just saw, however. When I was working for President Obama, I had a chance to go to Afghanistan and to go to Iraq and to meet some of these splendid young people who have put their lives on the line to protect us and protect our freedoms. And I wish he would have spent more time talking about them and less time talking about himself. Yeah. He is no longer just a candidate. It is not about polls. It is not about crowds. He is the commander-in-chief. He is their commander-in-chief. Yeah. And it seems to me that he should have used that opportunity to thank them. And Melania Trump did, and I think she deserves great credit for that. He said, I'm glad to be here because you all voted for me. How about I'm glad to be here because you are the best of the best, and we are proud of you. Yeah. And that's what should have been said, and he missed an opportunity.
David Gergen, he even brought up, you said the crowd stretched all the way back, back to the monument. And so I know I kind of wanted to give him his day today, and I didn't want to discuss that. The crowds were not the same as they were in 2009 and 2013.
And we're not supposed to
discuss that, but he brought it up, so we're bringing it up. They actually did not stretch that far, and there were big holes in the crowd. So
they did.
Interesting. There it is. Those are the comparisons right there, but go on.
Well, he should have been better off leaving it. But, I think President Obama's first inauguration was one of a kind. I don't think anybody should be compared to that.
That's exactly what I said.
Donald Trump had a sizable crowd, and he had people who were very charged up. I want to make one other point about the military. Yeah. From President Truman on through George H.W. Bush Sr., every single president served in the uniform. And since then, we've had a string of presidents who haven't really served. We've had deferments, one thing and another. And the question has always been, what kind of relationship can they build with the military? It's important to have a warm, working relationship in which there's mutual trust. Bill Clinton got off to a rocky start with the military on Don't Ask, Don't Tell, but he moved around, and by the end of his term, he was in very good shape. Barack Obama had a lot of distrust, as we know, from some of the generals. He thought they were trying to pin him in on troop level.
Although he
had great respect for them. But I do think that Donald Trump has shown a lot of respect for the military. Yes. Given his background, I think he's shown a lot of respect, and I think that's a positive thing. Yeah. I hope, for the country's sake, he continues to deepen that relationship.
And Rick Santorum, as we were sitting here watching him, we were saying, we think we know what he means, and He's not a politician, and so maybe, we should just cut him some slack because he at least brought the military into the inauguration at an inaugural ball and tried to speak to them.
He had a special military ball. He had folks from Afghanistan. I mean, he talks continually about rebuilding the military and how proud he is of the military, how great the military is. I think, David, we're picking a little bit by saying, well, he talked about himself. This is his day. Okay, I mean, I understand being more magnanimous and maybe focusing on
magnanimous. It's being appreciative.
Well, and I understand he does. He thanked the military repeatedly.
He reveled. Said, how great he reveled in the congratulations they were giving him. But
he
should have.
He did both.
He should have returned that in kind. These kids are wonderful kids, and
you don't have to convince me of that,
deserve our thanks.
Absolutely.
But do you wish that he would move on from the election?
Here's what I would say. This is his day.
Right.
Let him have his day. Let him congratulate himself. Talk about how he won. This is his day to celebrate that he won. And the fact that you're saying, well, he talks about how he won throughout the night. That's right. But this is his day to celebrate that he won. Now, if he keeps doing it if a month from now we're still talking about how Donald Trump's saying, hey, you voted for me and I like you, then maybe we should, have an intervention.
No,
but at this point, I think we're pretty good.
The day to celebrate the election, I have to disagree with you, is November, the night he won, or the day after, or the thank you tours that he gave around the country. Again, this is his day. I have to give him that.
Right.
As I said, I was out on the parade route today, and I did not talk about the crowd sizes because this is the third or fourth inauguration that I've been to. The crowds were not nearly as big as any of the 3 other inaugurations that I attended. But the people were enthusiastic to see him.
Yes.
They were happy to see him. And so we give them their due. So I didn't discuss that, but he brings it up, and it's just simply not true. But go on, Mark Preston, what did you want to say?
Yeah, I just think that, to David's point, when he talks to these soldiers overseas and says, ask me any question you want, ask me any question. Well, first of all, no soldier in his right mind is going to ask a difficult question, right? I mean, we know that is true. It should have been scripted better. To David's point, he should have said, this is a celebration about you all, not about me. And then he says things like, you are the nicest people. They are really nice to me. Like, insinuating that the folks who did not support him are not very nice to him. And as the president now, as the commander-in-chief, he's got to move on, and he just can't seem to move on.
Okay, we have to move on. And then we're going to discuss the speech. We're going to break down the speech and the entire day. So stick around. We come right back, everyone,